Looks like I'm wearing a crown of white butterflies. I kind of dig that. Hi there. Let me ask you something. Have you ever wanted something so bad that you thought you would just die if you didn't get it? Did you think that as soon as I find my perfect partner, and as soon as I land that career, or as soon as I get that house, then I'll be happy? That's when I'll finally be happy and life will be good. Basically, you're sitting around waiting for happy. Well, that's kind of where I was at. I was living the logical order of life, so I thought. And I had the husband, I had the house, I had the career, and I thought the baby was the missing piece of the puzzle that was just going to bring it all home, you know? And the baby never came. And I had this huge void that I thought that the baby would fill. And I think that a lot of us have void in our life that we're trying to fill. And we think that when the baby comes, or the husband, or the house, or whatever, that that's going to fill that space. And until that comes, we start filling the void with other things. For me, when the baby wasn't showing up, I was filling that void with shopping. I mean, I bought a lot of Coach purses. But you know, it's just a temporary fix. Because really, nothing outside of us will ever fill that void, including the baby for me. And the big pregnant pause that was created with the lack of the baby gave me the space to say, now what? And the now what was the two questions I had never taken the time to ask myself. Who am I, and what do I want out of life? You know, I was living the status quo and going along with life and what I thought that was, you know, and what I came to realize was that I've been playing pretty small my whole life. I always knew, there was some part of me that just knew there was so much more, you know, and, you know, but that was for other people. You know, that I was that girl in the dugout, watching everybody else on the field playing the game and just secretly wishing I could be out there, you know, but I thought they were the chosen, you know, that somehow they were hand selected by God to have these big epic lives. And it wasn't true. You know, I realized that nobody was going to put me in the game. I had to put myself in the game. And I wasn't playing the game because I didn't think I was good enough. You know, I felt like, you know, my life's okay, and this is my life, and that's for them, and it just wasn't true. And the highest part of myself knew that it wasn't true. I knew I wasn't living my fullest potential. But I didn't realize that it was me who was responsible for that, and nobody else. You know, I was living on everyone else's terms. I was living according to the model of life, and whatever that was, and who made that up anyway, you know? So the big pregnant pause of now what gave me the space to realize I wanted more. I wasn't being authentic. I wasn't living my truest potential. I wanted to play, but I was playing small because I was afraid, you know, ooh, what if I'm not good enough, and what if I fail, and what other people think, and all those things that kept me in safely on the sidelines, you know, cheering everybody else on, saying you go, and secretly really wanting to play, but being afraid to. So as soon as I got in the game, everything changed. Life began. And I realized by honoring myself kind of made a lot of other people uncomfortable. But I was liberated. It was so freeing to finally let myself shine and let myself play and let myself create and let myself make mistakes and let myself just show up instead of just shrinking back, you know, and And I think that all of us on some level know there's more. Know that we're not living to our fullest potential. And we're not honoring the highest part of ourselves because we're trying to fit in. You know, when we were born to stand out, we were meant to stand out. And, you know, we chase everything else thinking that's going to fulfill us and that's going to sustain our happiness. And we're always going to be chasing happy and looking for things outside of us that will never fill the void. It's when we truly honor ourselves and who we are and allow ourselves to be exactly who we are is when our life begins. It's when happiness comes. It's when we feel fulfilled. It's the fulfillment of that void. It's the love and acceptance of ourselves. And when we love and accept ourselves and we honor who we are, we show up and we play in life, and it doesn't matter. You know, the people who are going to be on our team are going to be on our team. And the rest of the world will have their own team. Because we all can get in the game. So I guess my big message is playing it safe is not living. Living your life to please other people will keep you looking for love in all the wrong places, and it'll never be sustainable. We always want to shine and grow and be the best versions of ourselves. And it's when you allow yourself to just step out on the stage, all the action happens. Thank you. My name is Audra Erwin, and if this message has inspired you in any way, I invite you to leave a comment below so that I might be considered for this project. And if you know of somebody else who may find some inspiration from my message, if you will pass this along to them, I would appreciate it. Take care, and I'll see you in the game.